Hi everybody and welcome back to my channel. It's February right now, which means that it is Black History Month and Valentine's Day. So I was kind of thinking of what should I even talk about, because I definitely want to talk about love a little bit and talk about Blackness and just Black history and Black love. So I decided that I wanted to talk about self-love and especially celebrating Black women. I can't speak for everybody, but I know that growing up, I definitely dealt with some identity struggles. And I think that's because we live in a society that's dominated by a culture that doesn't necessarily or hasn't necessarily always appreciated Blackness. And with the rise of social media and, females in power, Black females getting roles and being able to share their voices and share what they think, and television shows and things like that, movies that are focused on Black women, it's becoming definitely more of a thing. And it still has a far way to go, definitely, but just being able to see people that look like me in media has made a huge impact, I think, not just for me, but young girls growing up, and the rise of embracing natural hair and just different things like that. We've definitely been able to see an appreciation of Blackness more. And I think that is so important, and especially Black women. And so what I wanted to talk about with self-love is that, growing up, I think that everybody has dealt with struggles of, am I pretty enough? Or maybe my skin isn't as clear as the next girl's or whatever. But there is just so much to be proud of as far as being a Black woman. And it's something that it took time to learn how to embrace and to understand, to love yourself. But you have to understand, your ancestors, they fought for you to be able to have a voice and to be able to speak up and to share your stories. And I heard something the other day that was just talking about sharing Black stories. And, I think a lot of us maybe have something that we want to talk about or that we want to say, but we kind of feel like, oh, well, I don't know if anybody would care. I don't know if anybody really wants to hear this. But I just want to let you know that what you have to say is important and what you have to say is valid. And there are just so many women of color that I look up to, Black women in particular, that are my sheroes, that I couldn't even go through the list, honestly, because there's just so many that I see out here making changes and doing amazing things, and it is so incredible. And I appreciate you, Black women, whoever you are out there. And I don't think that it's just me, Other women appreciate you. Black men appreciate you. People that aren't even necessarily like you appreciate you and need to hear your stories. And so I just wanted to encourage people to get out there and say what they need to say. And if you have something that you feel like needs to be heard, go out there and make sure that your voice is heard. And I just am so happy to see more Black women taking the spotlight and, enforcing change and making sure that people see that we're here. We're here and we're not going anywhere. And so I just wanted to share a poem that I wrote, just because I think that, while we are in an age of self-love and things like that, we still need to be reminded that Black is beautiful, and there is something so special about being a Black woman. I'm gonna read it because I kind of wrote it last minute, so I definitely don't have it memorized. So if I'm looking down, that's why. Black woman, you are strong. You carry the weight of the world in your arms. People pay and even kill for your charm. Don't you know your smile can disarm even the coldest of hearts? Many may wish you harm, but you refuse to let them alarm. Oh, Black queen, don't you know you are so unique? With a snap of your fingers, you can bring dynasties and empires to their knees. Always on your feet, you are never deemed as weak. You will not retreat or admit defeat. Black woman, stand tall. You have remained brave through it all. In the face of peril, you refuse to fall. You will not be moved. You will not allow another to conclude the story that you choose. Fighter and warrior are weaved in your name. When you choose your mark, you never miss your aim. And though they tried to keep you in chains, you always knew royalty was your claim. Stand tall, Black woman, for you are more than human. So I just wanted to get on here and share something short, just, talk about Black love, specifically loving ourselves as Black women, because that's who I am. And so I can't ever change who I am. So learning to embrace it is something that is so beautiful. And learning to love yourself is something that is so important in this time. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will talk to you guys next time. Thank you.